So, some old dude named Marcus is dropping lore, setting the scene. We're on this lost planet, Kairos, which is basically a whole celestial body on lockdown. It's run by a tyrant called the Timekeeper, who's vibing with immortality thanks to some alien tech. It's giving major final boss energy from the jump. The whole reason this planet is a prison is a massive vault. The T is that it holds some wild treasures, maybe even the source of the Timekeeper's eternal life. But you know the deal. Where there's a vault, there are vault hunters, basically adrenaline junkies looking for glory, cash, and power. The story really kicks off 6 years after things first went sideways on Kairos. We, the Vault Hunter, are the main character, and our journey starts right in the middle of this planetary drama. It's clear that the perfect order the Timekeeper set up is about to get seriously disrupted. Our character, Amon, gets snatched up. The Timekeeper himself shows up, yapping about how we're just a tool for his grand plan. He's all about control, calling free will a chaotic mess. He slaps a bolt on our neck, which is basically a high-tech leash to keep us in line. Just when we think we're doomed, a hero appears. RJ, a vault hunter with the Crimson Resistance, busts in and frees us. He's our ticket out of this mess, guiding us through the lockdown. It's a classic prison break, but you know, in space with more explosions. While escaping, we get some backstory on RJ. He was born on this rock, but got inspired by off-worlders to fight for freedom. He's hyping up the Crimson Resistance, this big rebellion trying to take down the Timekeeper. He's the optimistic sidekick you can't help but root for. Plot twist: the whole escape was a setup. The Timekeeper was watching the entire time, using us to test our skills. In a brutal move, he kills RJ right in front of us, proving he's not playing around. It's a gut punch moment that sets the stakes sky high for our revenge tour. Washed up on a beach, we meet the one and only Claptrap, a steward bot who claims to be the last of the Crimson Resistance. He's a chaotic little guy who immediately rebrands us as the new RJ and welcomes us to his sad little beachside rebellion, complete with battery hot dogs. Claptrap's big plan is to use an old broadcast tower to send out a recruitment message across the planet. The problem? It's guarded by psycho rippers. So our first real mission is to clear out these hostiles so Claptrap can get his galaxy-wide hype message out to find more allies. To get the tower's elevator working, we need to snag a glide pack from a ripper camp. This introduces a new movement mechanic, letting us soar through the air. After taking out the ripper boss, Splash Zone, we grab the pack and get ready to fly, feeling like a majestic, splat-resistant bird. With the tower secured, Claptrap goes full influencer mode, broadcasting an inspirational and slightly self-serving message to the entire planet. He's all about getting those recruitment numbers up, because a rebellion is nothing without good marketing and bodies to throw at the problem. We're officially in business. The broadcast actually works. We get a call from Rush, leader of a group called the Outbounders. They're under attack by the Order and need backup, like yesterday. Claptrap, ever the hero, promotes us to Vice Admiral and sends us off to handle the vicious battle ourselves. Classic. Claptrap drops some crucial info. To get to the big vaults on Kairos, we need to find vault key fragments scattered around. He marks an old silo on our map that can help us locate a nearby piece. The hunt for loot and freedom is officially on, balancing our personal goals with the rebellion's needs. After saving the Outbounders, we meet their leader, Rush. He's a wholesome, protein bar-making dude who's stoked to join the Crimson Resistance. The alliance is formed, but there's a new problem. Idolater Saul, a local Order commander, has a secret weapon that's got everyone worried. As a thank you, the Outbounders gift us a Digi-Runner, a sweet ride to help us cross the vast landscapes of Kairos. Their second-in-command, Conway, points us towards Saul's spy master, who is holed up in a surveillance center. It's time to gather some intel on this so-called secret weapon. The crew decides the best way to counter Saul's high-tech weapon is with some inside knowledge. The plan is to find an escaped Order scientist, a spooky woman who lives in the forest. It's a long shot, but tracking down this mysterious figure is our best bet to get ahead of Saul. We find the scientist Zadra, but our timing is terrible. Saul shows up and captures her right after we make contact. Just as we meet our potential key to victory, she's snatched away, forcing us into a high-stakes rescue mission to get her back before Saul can use her knowledge. To sneak into the meat processing plant where Zadra is being held, we have to drench ourselves in animal guts to fool the livestock scanners. It's a disgusting but necessary step. This plan is messy, smelly, and a perfect example of how far we'll go to fight the Order. After a successful rescue, Zadra officially joins our cause. She reveals that to get to the Timekeeper, we need to collect 3 powerful command bolts from his most trusted commanders: Idolater Saul, the cruel scientist Vile Lictor, and the former commander turned Ripper Queen, Kairos. The main quest is set. Our first target is Saul. We infiltrate his facility and discover his secret weapon is the Locust, a bioweapon that turns people into goo. We sabotage his assembly line, but the real fight is just beginning. This escalation shows just how ruthless the Timekeeper's forces can be. Saul, furious that we've messed up his plans, launches a devastating attack on the Outbounders' base using the Locust. It's a tragic moment that hardens the resolve of the resistance. The fight against Saul just got deeply personal, and the need to stop him is more urgent than ever. The resistance decides on a full frontal assault against Saul's fortress. Zadra's past as the Timekeeper's favorite is revealed, adding a layer of tension and mystery to our alliance. Despite the internal drama, the plan is clear: take down Saul, no matter the cost. It's time for some payback. During the assault, Rush prepares to sacrifice himself to blow the fortress gates. It's a classic hero moment, but Zadra swoops in with an emergency fast travel, saving him at the last second. With Rush safe, it's up to us to finish the job and confront Saul once and for all. The final battle against Saul is intense. He's a formidable foe, but we manage to take him down. His defeat is a major victory for the Crimson Resistance and a huge blow to the Timekeeper's control over the region. One commander is downed, and we have our first command bolt. Next on the list is Kairos, the Ripper Queen. We head to the desolate Cicadia Burn and meet the Elect, a group of fancy aristocrats led by Levane. They have Kairos's old command bolt but are under constant attack by her Ripper army. They're not exactly fighters, so they need our help. To deal with the Ripper siege, we're sent to recruit Zane Flint, a former vault hunter now working as a bouncer at Moxie's bar. He's a charming rogue with a plan that involves his giant pet thresher, Sophia. Things are about to get wild and probably very destructive. The plan is as chaotic as Zane himself. Use Sophia's favorite chew toy to lure her into destroying the Ripper catapults. We place the toy, run for our lives, and watch as the massive creature wrecks everything in her path. It's unconventional warfare, but it gets the job done. In a heartbreaking turn, Sophia dies after destroying the last catapult. Kairos uses the distraction to reclaim her command bolt and disappears. We've won the battle and saved the Elect, but lost a valuable ally and failed to secure the bolt. The victory feels hollow, and Zane is devastated. While we help the Elect get their city back online, Zane goes off on his own to get revenge on Kairos for Sophia's death. We have to track him down before he gets himself killed. This leads us to an old Order refinery, which is clearly more than it seems. The refinery is actually a horrifying prison where Kairos is forcibly turning people into Rippers. The Timekeeper, who is being kept in the dark about this side hustle, shows up and is not pleased. He cleanses the facility by killing all of Kairos's new recruits, showing his absolute control. After saving an Elect member named Quent from the Ripper machine, we learn Kairos's new, even crazier plan. She's building a massive space elevator in a crater to reach the shattered moon, Elpis. Her motivations are getting more and more unhinged, and we have to stop her from whatever she's planning. To reach the crater, Zane devises a ridiculously dangerous plan to launch our vehicle across a giant chasm using boost pads. After some explosive modifications and a high-speed crash to clear the path, we successfully make the jump. It's a pure, unadulterated moment of Vault Hunter insanity. We finally confront Callus at her base. She reveals her grand vision. She saw a future where she would gain divine power from the moon and lead her followers off Kairos. She believes it's her destiny to be reborn as a being of fire, and we're just an obstacle. The fight against Callus is an epic showdown. She's transformed into a fiery, powerful entity, but we manage to defeat her. With her death, the Ripper threat is neutralized, and we finally secure her command bolt. 2 down, 1 to go. The path to the Timekeeper is getting clearer. Our final target is Vile Lictor, located in the Icy Terminus range. We meet the Augurs, a traditionalist people who are being exploited by Lictor for their Ordinite minds. We ally ourselves with an exiled leader, Defiant Calder, who wants to fight back against the Order's oppression. We help Calder retrieve a sacred relic from his old home. When we touch it, a mysterious voice echoes in our mind, telling us to find the Siren and that Iridium is the key. This cryptic message adds a new layer to our quest, hinting at powers beyond our understanding. Following the relic's clue, we find Amara, a powerful Siren who is also a Vault Hunter. She's been hiding out, searching for her lost friend, Lilith. It turns out the voice we heard was Lilith, trying to reach out from wherever she is. We team up with Amara to investigate Lictor's Iridium operation. Our investigation leads us to Lictor's black site, where we uncover his true plan. He's not just mining Iridium, he's using it to tear a hole into another reality called the Phase Dimension to achieve godhood. He's been using a captive test subject to harness this power. We find the test subject, and it's a massive shock. It's not Lilith, but RJ, the friend who was killed at the beginning of our journey. He was somehow saved and then subjected to horrific experiments by Lictor, granting him siren-like powers but shattering his mind. This reveal changes everything. As Lictor's experiment tears reality apart, we find a way into his fortress through the phase rifts he's created. Inside, we fight our way through his forces, determined to stop his mad plan to destroy the planet and to confront him for what he did to RJ. The final confrontation with Vile Lictor is a reality-bending battle. He has become a godlike being, tapping into the power of the Phase Dimension. With Amara's help, we manage to defeat him, ending his threat and claiming the third and final command bolt. The way to the Timekeeper is now open. After the battle, we're pulled into the Phase Dimension and confronted by RJ. He's completely broken, filled with rage and resentment. He blames Lilith for everything that happened, revealing she's trapped on the moon, Elpis. He vows to stop us from freeing her, setting up a new tragic conflict. With all 3 command bolts, we meet with Zadra. She makes a stunning confession. She was the one who created the bolt technology and helped the Timekeeper imprison Kairos a millennium ago. She is filled with regret and sees helping us as her only path to atonement. Before confronting the Timekeeper, the team decides they must rescue Lilith. Amara and Zane join us on a ridiculously dangerous mission to use Callus's makeshift space elevator to travel to Elpis. It's a one-way trip, but freeing the legendary Firehawk is worth the risk. The ascent to Elpis is chaotic. RJ attacks the elevator, trying to stop us. He's become a powerful and unpredictable foe, driven by his pain. We manage to fight him off, but it's clear he will be a persistent threat, a ghost from our past determined to ruin our future. Arriving on the shattered moon of Elpis is a trip. The atmosphere is thin, and the environment is hostile, filled with leftover doll tech and crazed rippers. We have to navigate this treacherous landscape to reach the moon's core, where Lilith is being held captive by the Phase Dimension. At the core, Amara uses her Siren powers to rip open a portal to the phase dimension. We step through into a surreal, dreamlike reality. This is where Lilith has been trapped for 6 years, lost in a sea of fractured time and space. It's our job to pull her out. Inside the phase, we find Lilith, but we're not alone. Kairos has been reborn by the phase energy, now more powerful than ever. With a newly awakened Lilith fighting by our side, we defeat the resurrected Ripper Queen for good. The Firehawk is back, but the fight has taken its toll. We return to Kairos with Lilith, who is weak but alive. The timing is perfect. Zadra informs us that Kairos' death caused a chunk of the moon to crash into Dominion City, creating a breach in the walls. The path is open for our final assault on the Timekeeper's tower. We enter Dominion, the heart of the Timekeeper's power. The city, once a symbol of perfect order, is now in chaos. The Timekeeper taunts us, claiming our presence is the cause of this decay. With Zadra's guidance, we navigate the crumbling metropolis towards his Ascension Tower. The Timekeeper springs a devastating trap. He seizes control of our bolt and forces us to kill Zadra. It's a brutal, heartbreaking moment of helplessness. In her final message, Zadra leaves us a parting gift, a key to finishing the fight, her last act of defiance against the tyrant she once served. Fueled by grief and a desire for vengeance, we push forward. The Timekeeper, now completely unhinged, begins to remotely kill every bolted citizen on the planet. He's decided that if he can't have perfect order, he'll have nothing at all. The stakes have never been higher. The final battle against the Timekeeper is an epic clash. He's a master of control, manipulating time and space, but we are a force of pure mayhem. We break through his defenses and finally defeat the immortal tyrant. His reign is over, and his last words echo Zadra's. Everything breaks. With the Timekeeper gone, we finally open the vault. But just as we're about to enter, RJ ambushes us for one last tragic confrontation. In the struggle, he is killed, finding a grim peace at last. His story is a sad reminder of the cost of this war. We enter the vault with Lilith, only to find it's not a place of treasure, but a moment in time, the literal end of the universe. There we meet a mysterious being, the last entity in existence, who gives Lilith a spark, a cryptic hope for surviving an unknown, coming threat. We return to a liberated Kairos. The Timekeeper is dead, and the people are free. But the work of the Crimson Resistance is just beginning. With the looming threat hinted at in the vault, we know that this victory is just one chapter in a much larger, galaxy-spanning story.